Welcome to High Anxiety. This is Brandon, and I am exactly where I was where you left off last week. And I still have the Ninja Turtles here. So these are the Ninja Turtles that NECA has made. So this is my Nintendo. This is my current NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. This is the Mikey feature. If you want to know why it's Mikey, I showed off all the different turtles, but I just left Michelangelo, my favorite turtle, as kind of like a reference of what each different turtle looks like and where they came from and things like that. So now it's time for these guys to say goodbye. I also want to give a shout out to the TMNT Party Wagon on Facebook. Absolutely love this Facebook group. If you're a Ninja Turtles fan, if you are a part-time fan, if you're a full-time crazy fan like I am, it's a great place to go. There's very little drama. Most people are very supportive. Great admins. Wonderful. Oh, one thing I forgot to do last week was, I'll just bring up Michelangelo, but one thing I forgot to do, I'll just add this to the video, but I forgot the custom black and white version I did because I'll never be able to afford the actual version, so I created it myself, bought another knockoff, and did an awesome paint job. I think it's awesome. I think there's definitely room for improvement, but I love this, and I'm very proud of this figure, so I might go back and like just touch up the face a little bit more, but yeah, that's the end of part 2. So I love this guy. I think it looks awesome. I did it for all 4 of them. So. You've seen them on my shelf. All right, so last week I unintentionally lied, and I said that I wasn't buying Nintendo. I keep saying Nintendo, and I keep trying to say Ninja Turtles. So I said that I haven't really bought Ninja Turtles figures until I bought the or any kind of figure until I bought the movie line, but I'm realizing that I actually had a lot of figures before that even happened. So one of the biggest contenders for the spot of what's the best Ninja Turtles figure right now, either say Super 7 or NECA. Some people will say Figuarts, SH Figuarts, and I'll show you all those lines. I actually got the Revoltech Ninja Turtles figures a long time ago, and I forgot that I did. So I'm going to start with the order of like when they released for the modern age, and I don't know, I'm going to be jumping around left and right, so let's just jump into it. So alright, so this line, I hate it. Now these are the re-released versions that came with, there was like a Bebop and Rocksteady with the Turtle Pack. One reason I really hate this, as you can tell just from here, like, look at the weapons just jiggling. Like, there's no hand grip on these figures. Anyway, I think that the line that I got was kind of like a knockoff, and so they were kind of falling apart. So the reason that I rebought this line, it came with like, I think Donatello came with. I'm sorry, I don't know which order it came with, but yeah, this came out in 2012, 2014. No. This was like, when people saw this, they're like, oh my god, they're crazy articulated versions of our old toys. This is amazing. We love it. And I loved it too. Thanks for getting us where we are today, but I don't need you anymore. And then like Playmates just took this mold and milked it, and they made version after version after version after version, so many different versions of this toy. And they're so derpy looking, so I took some paint and I painted all the eyes. So yeah, I think they look a lot better with this new paint job. They look a lot better. So that's all I'll say about these. These versions also came with Bebop and Rocksteady, which I thought were the coolest Bebops and Rocksteadies of all time until NECA came out with their versions. This isn't a Bebop and Rocksteady show, but then they came out with like this really terrible looking Shredder, and it's just bad. So, alright, so that's that line. See you later. But as always, we're gonna leave Michelangelo out because he's the best. If you don't agree, that's okay. But man, he's the best. What is going on with this lighting today? I don't know. I apologize. Now, most of these figures I've been showing have either been the movie or the cartoon show with the comic sprinkled in. But this is the 2012 Ninja Turtles figure show. And I love the way these figures look. They definitely have some critiques. I got this for a gift, and I really think it's a knockoff or something, or just broken, because it doesn't really, like, nothing really stays together on it. It doesn't really stand up. I can't, so I don't know what's wrong with that one, but yeah, like, these figures are cool. Are they screen accurate? They're a lot more screen accurate than the Playmates toys that came out, but there's definitely some like liberties they took into this. But these are such cool figures. I love this line. The personalities really shine through, and one of the coolest things about this is if you look at the back, you'll see a big gap right here, and it doesn't look great, but when you realize what it's for, and you're never going to really do a back pose. So you take the headband and you shift it, and you get pupils. So let's do that again. So, oops, the headband fell out. Alright, so you take the pupils, you swipe the headband, and it goes into like battle mode. So it's really cool. They have lots of movement. Revoltech is known for like, they're just great posability. Like there's, and you can hear the ratchet. It's just got such great posing, and there's also 2 holes in the back because they came with stands, so you can put them in like really, really awesome poses. And I think each weapon also has a peg, so you can do different hand motions and they stay in. So I can open up his fingers and the weapon stays because there is a peg in there. So that's really cool. But yeah, these figures pose really well. They're a little... Something's not right. I think they're a little too thin. I don't know. I know they're thin in the cartoon, but yeah. So Raphael, let's just get all the eyes. So we got battle mode, and then you have his pupils. I like that they're all different color pupils too. I would love to have that in focus. So pupils, battle mode, and you can also really just make them kind of look around too. You can put the pupils wherever you want, so that's really cool for photos. So pupils, battle mode. Just a really cool touch. Not necessary, but I love it. The nunchucks did not have pegs in them, so that's weird, but... And then you have Leonardo, who again is not... I don't think it's legit. I can't get anything to work on this thing, but yeah, so pupils, battle mode. Yeah, everything's just different on this. I don't think this. I'll have to buy the this one again, because see, this is not right. I have to buy it. I haven't bought it because I have something. But it's really sad that I can't like pose him like I pose the rest of them, so I'll have to do that eventually. Oh, he doesn't have a neck. No, they don't either. Donatello has a neck. Huh, I don't know. That's weird. I know that I got all of them official except for Leonardo I got as a gift, so I don't know. But yeah, so awesome figures. That doesn't seem right. I don't know. Okay, awesome figures, great line. I have a knockoff Leonardo, so very cool. So we're gonna put these guys to the side. These are expensive now. I don't really know what the price is, but I know these are very expensive. These are very, very expensive. Speaking of expensive, another line that's getting up there with expensiveness is the SH Figuarts line of Ninja Turtles figures. Now these are based off the cartoon show again. These are cool figures. I like these figures. I'm not in love with these figures. I feel like that might be blasphemy, but I'm not in love with these figures. I definitely think they have a place. They all come with alternate heads. So there's more of like a straight face, and there's either an alternate face. So I don't really like that Raphael's face is so goofy. He's entitled to be goofy. That's fine. But yeah, I don't really like that. But yeah, when I look at these figures, I'm like, they're cool, but something doesn't do it for me, and I don't know what it is. It's very cool. The legs are metal. The arms, they're plastic. But yeah, something about it is, it feels special and not special at the same time, and I don't know what it is, but I don't like that the belt changes colors when you add on the attachment. So this, when you come in the box, like this comes on right here, and I wish it was just one piece because there's no reason to take it apart. But yeah, I don't know. Something about these figures I just don't really care for too much. I like them. I'm not going to get rid of them. So before you start asking, like, no, they're not for sale. Michelangelo is definitely my favorite of the bunch. I like this action nunchuck. But yeah, something's just not there for me with this, and I'm not really sure what it is. But yeah, they do have alternate hands. They have alternate heads. So it's a cool line. But I believe they're getting pretty expensive at this point. So get them now if you can. Get them now if you can. Okay. A line that I don't care about, and part of me feels guilty about that for some reason. I don't really know why. It's the... Man, I hate this line. Oh, I hate this line. I thought I was going to go all in on this line and buy these. I bought, this came in a pizza pack, and I was like, cool, comic versions that are all bloodied up. That looks kind of cool. I hate these figures. I hate these figures. Oh my god, I can't tell you enough how bad I hate these figures. Yeah, it was kind of for a joke, but if you watch my review on this, I don't even finish the review. I didn't even finish the review, and I'll tell you some reasons why I didn't finish the review. But this is, so again, this is the version, this is the comic version. They do have a typical color guide. I believe it's the, I believe they're the style guide of the figures. So like they're the bright green, not the hunter green of the actual cartoon show. And they, man, I hate these figures, and I don't, like, okay, let's just get into it first. So if you look at this, this is a really good example, but I put an alternate head on it, and it's a different shade. Like, why is it a different shade? It doesn't look, it's just, it's bizarre. The weapons are so bad. So let's look at this, and I'm just gonna gently graze. And do you see that? It's like, what is this? This was $75 for the pack of 4, and it was a special edition, and I mean, look at this. There we go. Like, that should not happen. And this is BST AXN, and I originally was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get them because I like them, but I'm not gonna get any more of these figures. I accidentally got the foot soldier, but you also have, they took the inspiration for the SH Figuarts where the belt comes off, but I really don't see the reason why. Like, you just put a bigger dent in the plastic. I don't, like, in the plastic mold. This does not go on. I'm trying. There's a huge gap. There is a huge gap where this is not going on. Why are his swords so low? Everything is a problem for me on this line, and I absolutely hate it. And it took me so long. I think the reason I hate it so bad is because it took me so long to get it, and it wasn't anyone's fault but Walmart's. But Yeah, I hate this line. I hate it. Hate it. So that's all there is to it. I hate it. I hate this line. Don't buy BST AXN. I'm sorry. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it. If you leave them in the box, that's fine. But if you get them, don't open them. Ugh. I'm gonna close on Super 7, but before we do, there was a line that a lot of people don't really consider in the modern line of figures. It's the Batman vs. Ninja Turtles movie figures, and I'm sad people don't like these because I think they're really awesome. They're definitely very different, but they are cool. So here's Leonardo. The coolest thing about Leonardo is, I mean, he just looks awesome. He really does. I like the shape of his body. I like the shell. I like the arm pads. But one of the coolest things is the placement they put his katana holders. They go on the side. And I just think that's awesome. Like, it just looks like he's... Like, I don't know how practical that is in battle. But, man, it just looks cool. It really looks cool. And I also love that there's an L on the belt. So they put the letters in the belt, but they're like... It's not obvious, for at least for most of them. But yes, there's an L. Man, if you could just stand, please, all of you, that'd be awesome. So if you get this pack, I think these are fairly cheap. You can get, and a lot of them are on clearance and stuff like that. But they came with Batman came with Leonardo. Donatello came with Robin, I believe. I really hate the design of Donatello. It's not the figure, it's the actual design of it. I hate it. I hate his face. I kind of want to redo it and make it, like, just bigger. Like, I just don't... His head's just way too small. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's just a great figure. But you can see the D on his belt buckle. Very cool touch. Raphael's huge, and I love it. But not Rise huge. I do have him bent a little bit, so he's not really this short. But these definitely come with different hands. So he's pretty short, huh? Yeah, I like that they're all different sizes. I think that's a great touch. They're not all just generic. Raphael, I haven't seen this before, but he actually has holes in his hands, so you can put the size through. I love that. I love that a lot. It's just a nice little detail. But yeah, so there's Raphael, and you can see an R here. It's not red like the other ones are colorized, but yeah, R. And then Michelangelo, of course. I like that he's the shortest, and I like that he's goofy looking. This is great. The M is the most obvious of all of them, I think. They have little chuck holders, which is going to be in the Secret of the Use pack when that comes out. But one really cool thing about this was they did a special version where he put on Batman's cowl, and I love it. I think it's just so adorable, and this is definitely one of my favorite figures of all time. Like, I think that's... I'm gonna make a video of, like, my favorite figures of all time, because I say that a lot. I never have any, like, concrete evidence, but yeah, this cape's awesome. Like, it just goes all the way around. It's such a cool figure. It's such a cool figure. So I will... But I'm not talking about, like, special editions, so I'm just gonna quickly reference him and move him on. I'm not gonna put him with the pile of the figures, so he's not going to go over here. With this ever-growing pile of figures, I do want to mention, again, I'm going to do Super 7 last. So this figure is not as big as the 1/12 scale, but it's not as small as these ones. So this is the Mondo line. This is, right now, is my grail. I need to find these for good prices, but right now they're crazy expensive. But I just love the style of this turtle, and right now they're averaging like 200 to 400 a piece, and I need to get it. But this, Big Bad Toy Store randomly had it on their storefront for retail like 4 years after it originally came out. So they must have found a box of Michelangelo's, because I think right now, if you're trying to get Mondo, like Michelangelo's the easiest to get. So I love him. I think he's great. The posability is fantastic. It's just a great figure all around. But I'll have to really try hard to get the rest of the line. Anything else before I jump into Super 7? Let me see. I did reference the Batman or the Power Rangers figures just so you can have them again, but it's kind of a cool line. Man, this lighting is killing me today. It's a cool line. It's nothing like you have to have. I painted his eyes because I had really derpy eyes, so that's all there is to that. But it's definitely a unique line. If you're a fan of both Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, it's cool to get. So I'm not going to discourage you from getting it, but it's not the best, but it's fine. So now, talking about modern, Playmates is re-releasing old models again. So they're putting out the original line. They're putting out variants now. So that's a whole issue. I'll probably flood the whole screen right here with different things. But Playmates is reissuing old figures. So when you're saying modern day collector, I guess you have to include Playmates. But I'm not doing it. Not doing it. So I do want to end this segment with the Super 7 line. And the Super 7 line is really interesting because this line, and I'm not going to do all the alternative heads. I really should, but I'm not going to. But this line is interesting because it is they basically redo the Playmates line but make it modern figure, modern articulation. I think it's really cool. But they also included original heads, and the original heads, man, are just incredible. And I don't need to. My mindset originally was, I'm not gonna get all the figures. I already have the old figures. I don't need to get new versions of them. But here we are. I got them all. Blah blah blah. Anyway, but when you have this much like articulation and detail on it, to put the old heads on, it doesn't look right. If I had more money than I knew what to do with, I'd get both of them so I could display both of them. But I don't really need them, so I don't have that. But I love these heads. They just look so awesome. If I had one critique, I'd make Leonardo or Donatello's cheeks a little bigger to make him more round. But I just think it's definitely just so cool. So when you look at the different features, it's definitely the old figure redone for today, and I just think they are so cool. Like I just love it. They pose so well. There's some things are too loose, some things are too I feel like my experience at least is that NECA's joints are too tight, Super 7's joints are too loose. So there's you get a boil or hot air dry. You have to either heat the joints on you have to heat the joints on NECA, and you have to get I bought a joint stiffener, is what it's called. So I got a joint stiffener for the Super 7 figures. So they're excellent figures. I like that they're the colors of the old Playmates figures. Just lots of detail. They're so cool. They come in amazing packaging, which I just threw away. It really broke my heart to do that, but I'm not a package collector. So, but yeah, these are the different turtles that are available. There are some other things I don't have. Like I said, the Playmates reissues, and I know there's a lot more coming out. Mayfax is doing a line that's going to come out soon. 1/12 scale. 1/12 scale is kind of like this. There are new NECA Mirage lines coming out. There are always different things coming out. There's Playmates is making a Stranger Things collaboration, but they decided to make more Mirage Comics accurate figures. Man, it's just a lot, and I'm not sure how that's gonna go. But yeah, this is the main entries of the Ninja Turtle figures of the modern collecting era. I'm not saying I have it all. I'm not saying this is the definitive collection, But what I'm saying is this is typically what people are collecting right now. There's always different variants. There's always different things people are collecting. Like I have these awesome melted popsicle toys. There's like pixelated figures. There's these little guys. I'm not sure who makes these. We also have the Funko sodas. Man, I really wish you could see all this. Funko sodas that open up, and there's a figure inside. They've got different variants of these. So there's a lot of Ninja Turtles collecting. It's a great time to collect Ninja Turtles. It's a bad time for your wallet. So that's all there is to it. But this is my collection of mainline Ninja Turtles figures. I love it. I'm proud of it. I sleep very well knowing I have these things, and I'm not like desperately looking for things. But yeah, so let's end with all of the Michelangelo figures for the main line purposes. All right, so this is the Michelangelo representation of every most modern Ninja Turtles figures that are available today. So in this video, let me know which one your favorite is of the non-NECA Ninja Turtles. Is there anything you didn't have or didn't see or even know existed before this video? Let me know in the comments. I love to have a conversation. Again, it takes like a second to like and subscribe to us. We'd appreciate it if you would keep going and checking us out. So thanks so much. I have to clean all this up. I'm probably not going to right now. I'm probably going to leave it alone and come back to it later on. But I love these figures. I love Ninja Turtles. I'm a big dork. It is what it is. So thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Bye.